Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. There's two of us. I have a massive headache right now. I've also done a mic check a couple times, so if the audio fucks up in any way, me and her are going to jump off my balcony unprovoked. So this is my sister Hannah. She was in Australia for a year for school and work and romance. She had a boyfriend out there and they just broke up because long distance is a bitch.
Works for some.
It's not working for her. Okay, so we're going to be making vegan mac and cheese today. I say we, but I mean her because I am incompetent.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be drinking and asking her some questions because I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me some questions to ask my sister, and she's going to be answering them as honestly as she can. So yeah, that's the gist of what's happening today. So let's go over these questions. While I'm asking my sister questions, she's going to be preparing things like, like peeling potatoes or cutting them or, One of my favorite tweets of all time says, maybe you'd stop crying when you cut onions if you stop naming them first. Like your children.
Yeah.
All right, so she's going to start doing that while I ask her some questions. I'm just moving all the utensils I laid out for her because luck favors the prepared. That's a basic white girl quote that you guys can all take and run with. All right, so she's going to be grating the potatoes. I was going to say grating their potatoes to see if they got an A. The first question is, how was Sarah growing up?
If she talked to me, I'd know that.
Yeah, I didn't really talk to Hannah growing up. I often referred to her as my roommate or the woman who lived down the hall.
We just became friends like last year.
It's not like anything personal. I just hated everything about her. No, like I didn't hate her. We were just on opposite ends of the, I was gonna say spectrum. Okay, so she was like really Christian growing up and like smart and like our parents loved her. But yeah, I don't know. And I'm also 4 years older than her, so like we were in different mindsets. Why am I answering this question? How was I growing up?
I mean, she was really mean to me, but I feel like she's told you guys that.
Yeah.
She used to do this thing where she'd run into my room with no pants on and either fart on my pillows and then smear it in my face to give me pink eye, or knock everything off of my like dressers and just scream, "The pantsless bandit strikes again! The pantsless bandit strikes again!"
The pantsless bandit. I know her voice went weirdly high right there. I don't know. But like, pantsless bandit strikes again.
Yes.
It's just, okay.
It was a phase.
Yes, I got out of it. Next question is, what's it like having an ex-Viner as a sister?
Well, like when I got into my sorority, someone was like, "Oh my gosh, you're Sarah Schauer's sister." Some things like that still happen. They'll ask me about my family, and I'll be like, "Oh, my brother's in medical school. And my sister like works in advertising and she's like a personality." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, do we know her?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know your life." A lot of my friends follow your Twitter and stuff.
Yeah. So the water is boiling. That I started the boil behind me. I know we should probably switch angles, but it took me so long to set up this camera that I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I put the pasta in there. It's incredible how culinarily inclined I am. Hannah's still grating the potatoes.
It's an intensive process.
It actually looks really fucking gross right now. Someone asked, what's your favorite memory of Sarah?
Like a positive one?
Favorite memory?
Actually it happened last year. My mom had just retired and we filmed a video last year. Check it out.
Oh yeah, I filmed a video where I told you guys I almost shit on my dad's face. But like for normal reasons. I did like sleepwalking stuff. That was your favorite memory?
Yeah, it was a really good weekend. The three of us, or my brother and her, hadn't seen each other in forever, and it was just really solid. There's no arguments. It was just good people having a good time.
Mm-hmm. There's no arguments on her side because she was staying with her friend, but I was staying with my brother. And at the end of the night, we both cried really hard. My brother and I, not her.
Well, I also cried with my friend, but for different reasons.
Wait, no, you cried because Jake bullied you into crying.
True.
So yeah, we're all just... That was your favorite memory.
Before that, it was great.
Yeah.
Like you start drinking and then you cry. That happened to us last night.
Oh yeah, we cry all the time. I cry a lot.
I think it's genetic. Our mom cries a lot.
It's her childhood trauma.
Intuition.
Oh. Her... Wait, that was my hand.
Childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma.
If you know what I mean.
Okay,
we do know what I mean.
What do I do now?
So you gotta get that thing and put this in there.
Okay, that's a nice group of questions. What we're gonna do now is put these lovely looking potatoes in it. Shut up! Like, I'm talking. Okay, sorry. It's rude how she does that. Okay, so we're gonna be putting these potatoes in a food processor. Wait, should I put a timer on for this?
No, it's okay.
Oh
gosh, it dripped on me.
Oh no! Someone got water on them. Water on you. Grow up.
That's what I mean.
You bully someone their entire life, and suddenly it affects them. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna be doing is
Slicing up an onion.
slicing up an onion.
Let's cry.
Wait, we gotta name him before we kill him.
Jorge?
Jacob.
Oh.
His name is Jacob. We took a little break to fix our
Lives?
cat's lives.
Urine. She has a spray bottle entirely dedicated to cleaning up her cat's urine.
Cat urine can smell really bad. So what I did, I also did this on Twitter. I asked people what's like a memory they have with their sibling where they like hurt them, but then they like, stop for 1 second. I'm sorry. On Twitter, I asked people if they have like a memory with their sibling where they like fought about something, but then they made up. Like it didn't like ruin their family forever. But you know my entire Twitter following. No one can like fucking follow instructions. So everyone's like, okay, I fought with my sibling one time and this actually has ruined our entire family.
And now they're dead.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
like the last time when I asked you guys for divorce stories, someone was like, my brother shot my dad. How is that funny? How is that even remotely funny? So this one is by Nips Tuck. Once I was sleeping in a sleeping... Shut up. Once I was sleeping in a sleeping bag while camping and my sister squatted over me and farted on me so loud it woke me up. I yelled at her saying I hoped she would drown in a river, then went back to sleep.
Sounds like something you would do.
I have farted on Hannah's pillows in the past.
Actually, fun fact. Every single member of my family has farted on my face. My dad, my mom.
Wait, how?
My sister.
When did they do that?
I don't think it was intentional on the parents' part, but you and Jacob have definitely intentionally farted on my face.
Yeah, I hate those accidental moments where your parents fart on your face. I like that.
I hope you drown in a river.
And then you go back to sleep. Next one. This one is by a girl named Hannah. It says, one time my brother threw a packet of fruit snacks at me, so I took his mattress and hid it. How do you hide a mattress? And also,
Yeah.
like, I love the extreme reaction of that. Like,
The consequence doesn't really fit. Like, the crime and punishment don't go together.
the punishment doesn't fit
not-
the crime.
Yeah,
God.
loves you.
No, it's crazy that you don't know inspirational quotes considering we are white women. So the next one is by Chloe. Was trying to film a video when I was 7. Sister kept getting in the shot, so I pulled her arm so hard it popped out of its sockets. We spent that 4th of July in the hospital.
Oh my gosh. Similar case. I have a scar right here. It's very invisible right now because, I don't know, growth and development. But we went to Virginia Beach when we were younger. And you know the song, like, we be jammin', we be jammin'. Anyways, Sarah got this, like, stuffed animal, named it Weeby Jama. And I turned around and I almost touched it. And she turns and she claws me in the arm and my arm starts bleeding. I didn't even touch it. I don't like that song anymore.
Weeby Jama? I didn't remember that. Hannah, when we lived in Hawaii, her arms would like dislocate out of their sockets like all the time. Like one time, no, I distinctly remember like Dad always talked about how your arms dislocated and I was like, she's doing it for attention.
I was like 1.
It's crazy when you lift a child by like its arms, it's like stops working.
Yeah, turn it on and then put some oil in it.
Like a lot of oil?
I like get it wet.
Not a lot of oil like my face in 8th grade. So, I really like this story. So the next one says, my brother once toothpasted my clothing to a wall in our bathroom because I left them after I showered. A good 3 feet off the ground, a whole tube of paste, and they literally were glued there. Never forgave him to this day. In return, I spit in his shoes every day for a month. I used to date someone who didn't have a dryer, so he would nail his clothes to the wall to make them dry. I don't think he got his security deposit back, but like he literally would have wet clothes. I think there was like a bit of a mold situation. I've never thought of using toothpaste to bind someone's clothing to a wall.
I'm actually really confused on that.
Consistency makes sense.
Does it? It's not like sticky though.
Toothpaste is really sticky.
It's not what my mouth says.
So the next one says, one time I flipped my brother out of a computer chair because it was my turn on the computer. I really wanted to play Webkins and he wouldn't get off.
I loved Webkins.
I never played Webkins. I always played Neopets
Oh, Neopets was good too.
and Tamagotchi. All my Tamagotchis died.
I don't know what that is.
Moving on. So what we did is we put the broccoli in the noodle water and then the onions and garlic together. Now that's what we're doing. So now we're gonna combine the spices. I'm gonna insert a clip so you guys get the gist of it. I feel like I should be doing more.
Or anything.
God! Sorry, it's hard having a sister who's smart and capable and
Not a YouTuber.
I was gonna say anemic.
I take vitamins every day, so I'm actually not.
Oh my god, I take so many vitamins, my pee is neon green. Has that ever happened to you?
You know, like when you take like a UTI medication?
Yeah. You mean like cranberry juice?
No, like UTI medication makes your pee like bright orange.
I have a similar thing when I take Advil and I drink. It's red.
That's blood, and that's really bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna add the potatoes with the onions and the garlic, and then all of the spices.
We just put it in the oven for
10 minutes.
and we're going to be reading more of Everyone's Fights. When I was young, I watched the Halloween Scary Movie, and it terrified my little sister, so when she was taking a bath, I walked in with a knife and she pooped in the tub.
Sarah used to poop in the tub just for fun.
No, I didn't. Okay, anytime we visited an island, when we were vacationing, I would always shit on the island. No, in Nova Scotia, there was this really pretty island, and they had this long grass, and I took a shit on the island, and I used the long grass to wipe my butt, and it was just so, it was not disrespectful. It wasn't like a sacred area. It was literally just like it's not even an island, it was a rock. Okay, sorry. I just don't want to be disrespectful. It wasn't like I was like trying to shit. It was like I had to shit, and I had to shit everywhere. So the next one is by KT. When I came home from the hospital after being born, my first thing my sister did when she saw me was pull the pacifier out of my mouth and slap me across the face. When Hannah was born, I distinctly remember telling Mom that she was ugly. Mom made us go get pizza, and like Mom ate the entire pizza by herself. I looked at Hannah and I was like, she's really ugly.
I think most babies are ugly.
The next one is by Kit. It says, one time my sister bit me on the ass through my nightgown because I tried to skip a scene in Shrek when we were watching it on the portable DVD player.
We had one of those. Bites on the ass, that is, not a portable DVD player.
I don't think I've ever bit you. I can't remember a time I've ever bit you.
I think I do have a scar from a bite, but it was a dog bite, and that dog is now dead.
Did they put it down because they bit you?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah. They couldn't have proof of the rabies shot within 24 hours of the bite.
Hannah has rabies.
I do.
Don't worry. Paige can edit out things that are offensive.
Should I have to do that often?
Paige, you can vouch for me. Well, sometimes, but like, not like...
Unintentionally.
Not like racist. Next one is by Leah. I don't know if this counts, but one time I was mad at my sister and I had just heard the Princess and the Pea story, so I put a small nail polish under her mattress. The next morning she woke up in so much pain and had to go to the hospital. Turns out she had pleurisy, completely unrelated to the nail polish, but I didn't know that and full on thought I killed my sister. Okay, so I can't pronounce what the disease is called, but I looked it up. It's basically like a lung infection.
Wow.
She literally thought like she like killed her sister.
I tried to kill my sister once.
I one time hit her with a bowling ball in the head, and I blamed it on me swinging too much with my arm, but I did hit her in the head. In California, we were bowling, and I hit her with a bowling ball.
I've had too many concussions to remember.
Her brain is bronken. So this is by Philip Forrest. My sister's an anti-vaxxer. I made jokes about my niece dying. Now we just kind of ignore that glaring difference of opinion, and I make child death jokes in private.
Don't think anti-vax is really an opinion.
Oh my god. My parents are super conservative, but one time I tweeted, not vaccinating your child is known as a fourth-term abortion, and literally 10 minutes later, Mom texted me, you think you're funny, right?
I didn't see her doing that.
She laughed at it. She's like, you're a clever girl, but that's abortion, Sarah. My mom has a bunch of very traditional beliefs, but if you get into like the medical arena...
She's not stupid.
Mom, don't look at me.
She doesn't anyways.
Now, my mom hates me.
In a good way.
Okay.
That builds character.
It builds character, I just don't know when I should reveal it. So the next one is by Emily. It says, my sister dragged me down the stairs by my hair out of bed so I'd do the dishes because she had a boy coming over. No, oh my god, I'm sorry. That was a really great story, but there's one I have to read. I have to see my sister's face when I read it. Don't look at it, don't look at it. I read this on Twitter and this fucked me up and I have to read it to another person. Just listen to what I'm saying, don't look at me. This is by someone called Swamp Rat and they said, my sister tied me up to a chair and locked me in the garage so she could fuck her boyfriend, but I broke out and broke into my house and caught her. Had blackmail material for years. Tying up your fucking sister so you could fuck your boyfriend in the garage.
I'm more curious though, like, was she super bad at sex and that's like his blackmail? Is like...
No. Oh. No one is like, you're so bad at sex, your sister had to watch us.
I don't know if you remember this. We used to all do taekwondo, and one of like the punishments that we did if we talked too much would
We'd have to have sex with the teacher. No.
There was this little boy, Theo, and he talked all the time. The instructor just got super mad, and so he got his hands and he tied them above his head and then tied them to a pole. So Theo just had to sit there like this. Pretty sure that's child abuse now, but it was really funny at the time.
No, actually, that is child abuse. We're gonna check on this. So we're waiting for the mac and cheese to cool off. I'm sorry, this has been extremely disjointed, but you didn't turn off the oven.
I don't have an oven. I thought we were gonna get baked later.
I get drug tested at work. This is a genuine question I have for you. Do you like me as a sister?
As a sister?
Yes.
Well, I have no other, like, data set, so I'd say that you're, like, the best sister that I have.
It's because she's comparing to nothing else.
You're better than nothing.
I actually really do enjoy having you as a sister.
Thanks.
Hannah is very smart, very motivated. I have to, well, I don't have to, but I use Adderall to be able to focus on things. It's incredible to watch someone who can just be motivated by their own spirit. You know, consent is super important. Yeah, you're a woman. I'm sorry, if you guys are just catching this now, I asked Paige to cut out a point of the video where Hannah discussed something that she did that she does not want everyone to know because she's got an open book like
And
me.
it was illegal.
Have you ever been arrested?
There was that one time when I was 11.
You were arrested?
I was detained.
When you were 11?
Yeah, so
Golf.
apparently an 11-year-old can't drive a golf cart, which I mean makes sense because it's a vehicle. We bolted, so the police officer like pulled us over, and it was 4 11-year-olds in a golf cart. We all ran in different directions. Because I have such high moral standards, I felt so bad that I went back. Plus we left an obstruction in the middle of the road, which was the golf cart. And he took me home.
You weren't detained then.
Well, I felt I was detained. I was in the back of the police car.
She got a ride home. I've been arrested, but like for fun. No, I'm kidding. I have been arrested, but like for like arson.
Oh, just something small like that.
This is not English. What do you think is Sarah's videos or her Twitter?
I think it's a load of garbage now.
Oh, wait, no, this is not the part we're talking about. We're talking about these screenshots.
My hands are so dry.
Your hands are dry?
But just my index fingers. You know what I mean.
Fingering?
But like,
Why would your fingers be dry from fingering?
I'm not sure. Chemical reaction?
No. You have no idea. Hannah's never fingered anyone in their life. So this one is by Anita Lance.
Yeah, you do.
Anita. Shut up. My older sister would stick whole black olives onto each finger. She then convinced my twin brother and I she was an alien. There's a rumor going around at my work that I have 2 glass eyes and that I eat baby food. And it's only because I eat baby food.
And she has 2 glass eyes. You spit in my mouth.
Oh my god, you have rabies.
So the sad thing about that is we found the rabies documentation after the 24 hours.
Oh my god, they killed the dog and then he found out the dog didn't have rabies?
Yeah, but it's like the state law that you have to put it down.
Within 24 hours of it biting someone?
Yeah.
The movie Old Yeller was based off my sister.
I do have a scar though. It literally bit my hand all the way through because it had like an obsession with hoses and I was like watering the garden.
And you're a
plants.
whore. Okay, so this one is by Professional E-Girl. She says, when we were little, my little sister would chew, yes, chew, the hands and feet of all my Barbies and Bratz dolls. So I would beat her up and pull her hair for literally eating my children. Jake literally fucking ate all of the hands on our Barbie dolls.
He used to steal them and we were like, where are they? And Mom went in the closet and found a whole pile.
Wait, what did she do to him?
I don't think she did anything. I think
No, she did
she
something
probably
to
took him
him.
to counseling.
No, Mom did something to Jake.
He bit all of the hand, like the finger
They
parts.
were all
off his
like flattened. Mom did something to him.
Emotionally scarred him for his whole life. I really like my earlobes.
So this one is by someone who doesn't have a name. It says, this isn't a fight, but like a decade ago, I lied to her, I'm assuming her is her sister, and told her Quentin Tarantino is 2 feet tall, and then my dad backed me up, so she believed me.
I feel like this is a very similar situation. Sarah, there's something about a football player.
Oh, Brett Favre. So my dad told me that Brett Favre was from like Alabama, or like fucking like the University of Alabama, or something like
yeah, I
that.
don't remember what you said specifically. specifically, but
Yeah, and so I was trying to impress this guy who I liked at the time, and I was like, I know Brett Favre my dad knew him. He went to the University of Alabama. Brett Favre never fucking stepped foot in Alabama except for like maybe a game. I embarrassed myself in front of this fucking guy, and I called Dad, and Dad was like,
You fucking moron.
Brett Favre didn't go to the fucking University of Alabama. Why would you ever believe that? So yeah, this one is by Kay. It says, one time me and my sister were fighting over the bathroom, and I won. She looked me in the eyes while she shit in the trash can.
ew.
I shit in a garbage can. Garbage can.
I stayed at an Airbnb once. It only cost $20, and the toilet was literally just like a walker with a toilet seat on it over a bucket full of hay. So I shit in that bucket. Thought that was pretty cool.
I've shit in my suite mates, not my roommates, my suite mates' trash can in college.
Shall we continue?
Yep. This is by Big Dumbass. My older sister is a head smaller than me because Ritalin stunted her growth. She always used to beat the shit out of me growing up, and I just let her because if I fought back, I would absolutely crush her. If she was an animal, she'd be a mongoose or a badger.
That's kind of cute. He has like an animal.
Do you know anyone that their growth was stunted?
Moms.
Why?
Because she drinks so much coffee.
No. When my grandma was pregnant with my mom, she did take like drugs.
She did.
So there was like these pharmaceutical studies, like how they didn't like realize that pregnant women, like if you take drugs, it'll affect the baby. Mom, I don't know what happened to Mom.
She's fine.
Humanly, she's fine.
Yeah. She's just shorter.
Yeah. This one says, my sister and I were playing together, and I was jealous that she got to be Lava Girl, and I was Shark Boy, so I bit her.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should have been Shark Boy. If I would have farted just now, I would have shit my pants.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time. Okay, everyone's shit their pants once.
I have. When's the most embarrassing time you shit your pants?
I don't think I've ever, like, straight up just shit my pants. But, one time I was at a club and I had just started my period that night and I didn't have any tampons. So you know how you, like, stick the wad up?
Yeah.
And we were dancing and the wad fell out.
Oh, God.
It was completely covered in blood.
One time in middle school, I was wearing, like those types of, like, capri pants where they were, like, loose.
Ew.
I like shit my capri pants, and then I walked 5 miles home. Okay, so that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely enjoyed this video with my sister. She's a gem. I didn't touch you.
I'm not a Gemini.
A gem!
I know.
Oh my god.
It's like only one of us can make jokes.
I need art. You should subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 200,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I feel like that's doable because I reached 100,000 in
6 months.
Yes, and so you should follow me on Twitter and Instagram and turn on post notifications because I have a 9 to 5 and I also travel, so posting is a little bit inconsistent, but I usually post Fridays or Saturdays, so keep that in mind. I did get a little bit shit-faced on wine, and Hannah's probably fine. I love her.
Me.
Yep, but yeah, that's it for this week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, yeah, so the mac and cheese is disgusting.
It's so bad.
It's like gross as fuck, and we should just order
pizza or something.
Yeah, or
Chinese food.
personally I want to kill myself. But like
I'm gonna eat the broccoli.
I want to eat the broccoli too. It's just really bad.
Yeah.
I would don't make this.
Veganism is hard.